Hey, what's going on, you guys? Check this out, man. I got a wild, crazy news story about this dude right here named Anthony Stokes. Now, Anthony Stokes was in desperate need of a heart transplant. Anthony Stokes needed a heart transplant or else he was going to die in a few months, okay? Now, people said, oh no, Anthony can't get a heart transplant because he shows a lot of activity that would disqualify him from having his heart transplant, okay? Non-compliance. Anyways, long story short, they gave this dude the heart transplant, and watch what happens in this video. Check this video clip out, and let's get right back into it.
Here's the latest now in the investigation. We reported on the Channel 2 Action News night at 11 that the suspect in the chase and crash was Anthony Stokes. Now, Stokes got a heart transplant in 2013 despite having a criminal record. At the time, he told Channel 2's Jovita Moore in an exclusive interview that he was thankful for a second chance. And Channel 2's Liz Arts is live in Roswell at North Fulton Hospital, where the pedestrian hit during the chase is recovering this afternoon. Liz.
Fred, Clementina Hernandez has family by her side right now here at North Fulton Hospital. Within the past 60 minutes, a spokesperson told me that she is stable today after being hit by that stolen car yesterday. Here's video moments after the crash Tuesday. Police say 17-year-old Anthony Stokes stole this black Honda, burglarized an 81-year-old woman, shot at her, and while attempting to get away from police, struck 33-year-old Clementina Hernandez before wrapping the Honda around a pole and killing himself. Dr. John Webster says he was in his office Tuesday afternoon when he heard all the commotion.
We see several medical people over the body trying to resuscitate, we assumed. Couldn't really tell. And then more individuals were working on the car, trying to get the person out of the car.
And today we are trying to learn more about each one of those victims left in the path of this crime spree. Whatever we find out, we will bring it to you on Channel 2 Action News starting at 4. Live in Roswell in North Fulton County, Liz Arts, Channel 2 Action News.
You ungrateful waste of time. You ungrateful waste of energy, waste of space. Somebody needed that heart, y'all. Somebody probably died because they didn't get the heart transplant they needed, because this dude right here needed a second chance. Well, that second chance cost somebody their first chance of everything, which is life. You only get one chance at it. This dude stole it from somebody, snatched it right out of their hands. If there was ever a story that embodied the phrase, we can't save these dudes, this is it right here. There is no other story that I've ever seen where it smacks you in the face, letting you know some people need to be left behind. Because if they get pushed forward, somebody more deserving gets left behind. And I'm sorry, that wasn't a tough decision to make. A lot of people talk about tough decisions. It was a tough decision. We didn't know what to do. This was an easy decision right here, okay? You got somebody who is clearly a knucklehead, someone who's clearly been given chance after chance, and then you got any other person around, a homeless person. You pick the person, okay? Your weird uncle in the back somewhere. He could have used it before this dude right here, okay? Now, don't get it twisted, man. Some people need a second chance, okay? Some people need to get ahead in life, just not at the expense of someone else, okay? We all are dealt with certain cards and we all gotta play them, okay? I shouldn't have to sacrifice my well-being, my safety, my anything to make sure some knucklehead gets his ass on the right track as if we all ain't struggling right now, okay? I'm tired of that. And this is an example of why we shouldn't and why we can't do that, okay? This dude messed it up for everybody else too. This dude really messed it up. Just like the few dudes before him that got me in this mentality that I have right now. This dude right here robbed so many people of an opportunity, okay? He not only robbed the direct person whose heart that heart could have went to. Like, whoever else that heart could have went to, he robbed them of an opportunity of life. And he also robbed someone else, okay? There are also reverberating repercussions that you don't necessarily see, ripples in the wave that travel far and wide, okay? Now that's inside people's psyche, okay? Now the person at the head of the board who makes the decision on who gets hearts or not are definitely gonna start looking at young black men like, all right, man, he's probably like one of them. Okay, it always happens, man. People connect dots. Okay, now next time somebody who just had a little slip up wants a heart, now wants to change his life around, they're never gonna give it to him all across the country because this story is national news. A lot of the times it's life. Life is the only thing that can teach certain people certain lessons. Okay, you can't coddle somebody, you can't push somebody, you can't hopefully pray and wish and freaking fairy tale your way into somebody making better decisions for themselves, okay? If life hasn't done that, then you won't be able to either, okay? If the hardships and struggles of life doesn't get somebody to wake up, see what's going on, and switch it up on them, then you can't do it either. Are you bigger than life? Are you stronger than life? Then sit down somewhere and provide the opportunities for somebody else who does realize that, whose life giving them a few pow-pows, and now they realize and they getting themselves together and trying to get themselves together, okay? Not someone who's just begging and pleading and just feels entitled to a second chance because that's all I got from this dude right here. Okay, now they went on a whole campaign, y'all. They went on a whole national campaign in order for this kid to get this heart, okay? I need you guys to check this video out of these boo-hoo tears and all this why my baby she needs to get this heart or whatever. I need y'all to check this video out and let's get right back into it.
Another controversy this morning tied to a potentially life-saving transplant.
That's right, Matt. Well, a Georgia teenager is in desperate need of a heart transplant, but his mother claims the very people who could save her son's life are getting in the way.
4 weeks ago, 15-year-old Anthony Stokes checked into Children's Healthcare in Atlanta with shortness of breath and chest pains. Today, he's dealing with the reality that he may only have months left to live. The teen needs a new heart, but the boy's mother, Malencia Hamilton, says the hospital won't even put his name on the transplant list. Hamilton provided a letter to NBC News saying Anthony is not a transplant candidate due to having a history of noncompliance. In medical terms, noncompliance means a patient is unable or unwilling to follow through with a medical regimen. For example, failing to take prescribed medications or missing doctor's appointments. But Anthony's mother says that her son had no history of illness, and she believes that he is being punished by the hospital for run-ins with the law. He was under house arrest and wearing an ankle monitor when he was admitted to the hospital, punishment for a recent fight.
He's a young boy. You know, he gonna make mistakes, but I think he still deserves a second chance.
The hospital told us it can't discuss the case because of patient privacy law, but they did release a statement saying, "The well-being of our patients is always our first priority. We are continuing to work with this family and looking at all options regarding this patient's health care. We follow very specific criteria in determining eligibility for a transplant of any kind." His mother fears that without a new heart, her son could be in for the ultimate punishment.
I just pray. I pray constantly.
Funny. Because in the first news clip, they showed him with the gun and they showed him looking real menacing. This news clip, they showed him all smiles and how he's a good kid, button-up shirt, walking down the hall. Like this is what's happening right here, okay? They feed you whatever story you want to hear, and then y'all just pick it up and run with it, okay? Nah, not me, man. Not me, man. I work too hard. You see what I'm saying? I've been through too much real stuff. I've seen the other side. I'm like, nah, I'm good. If I can make that decision, they should be able to too. And if they can't, you can't make them make that decision, okay? Now, y'all just seen that. Old boy was really begging, really asking for it. The mother was going to bat for her son. She really was, as any mother should. Nobody's really gonna know whether or not this dude's really gonna kill himself in 2 years or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And a shootout shootout with the old person and the carjacking at that. Nobody really knows that that's what's going to happen. But at the bare minimum, dog, we had an inkling that that might have happened. Someone had the foresight, like, nah, maybe not. And somebody pushed them to have it happen, which robbed somebody else. Little Timmy sitting over there, clutching his chest, keeling over right now because that heart went over to this dude right here, Anthony Stokes. We need to look at the bigger picture, okay? And sometimes, most of the time, a lot of people don't want to hear this. A lot of people think it's really messed up what I'm about to say. But some people, to me, are worth it. And some other people are not. Okay, if you got a whole heart, you literally have a key to saving someone's life. Why the hell am I going to give that key to someone who is potentially going to take someone's life, as opposed to giving that key to someone who can produce a life that will be able to serve and help and better the group, the society? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I don't want to be PC. There are bad people out there, and I don't want to take an opportunity away from someone and give it to these people. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, man, that's just how the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is life. This is how it works. No, this isn't how it works. Somebody fucked up. Somebody messed up. How is it that I can't even get a job with a criminal record? I can't even get a job with a criminal record. You know what I mean? If I did something right now, if I had an F on my record, I wouldn't even be able to get a job. But yet this dude can get a whole heart transplant while somebody else dies and rots away. Come on, man. All I got to say straight up and down, man, we can't save these dudes, man. We really can't. Some of these dudes really need to get left behind. Some of these dudes really need to have life teach them these lessons. And if life can't teach them the lessons, like I said, you can't either. Stokes, continue to hold your breath forever. The rest of y'all breathe easy.